Hello everyone, I'm RobtheMod, and this is part 73 of Gran Turismo 6 on the PlayStation 3. We are attempting to do this, the Historic Racing Car Cup. I don't know if I attempted this before, but I noticed it had no stars. And then I had an attempt earlier, and I kind of see, if I did have an attempt, why I didn't have a go, or why I quit it. And it's because when I attempted it, it's not there now. That's annoying. Well, I should easily beat this then. But basically, you see the car that I'm in, the Toyota 770. When I had my first attempt, the top four were all that car. This car costs 2 million credits. And it is absolutely ridiculous. It is a bloody race car. Can you see it? Right? So, and I was in one of those that's in front of me, which is a Cobra. And that has like 600 PP points. This has like 700 and something. So no wonder I was nowhere near, like, actually... And look how long this takes to start as well, by the way. Like, the ones in front have already started going. There we go. Like, this is absolutely ridiculous. When I had it, I'd only overtook the one car there. Look, I'm doing 160 mile an hour. Now, I'm probably going to crash this thing into a wall. Let's be honest. This is absolutely ridiculous on this track. But the fact that the AI spawned 4 of those, so there was no way I could even get bronze, is kind of insane. And I complain sometimes about, well, I complain a lot about the car spawning in Forza Horizon 5. Spawning like off-road trucks and stuff in when it was doing cross-country events. But that literally takes the biscuit. And now I'm being pit apparently by that car behind me. I think it was a Jaguar of some kind. I could be wrong. Now, as much as we have the power in this car, it is not the greatest in cornering. But then again, neither are any of them, because they're all historic cars. And I know I'm probably going to insult some people there. They're going to be like, oh, power steering and all that. No, I don't care. This... There we go. Apparently we've lost about 3 seconds there somehow. I mean, presumably the car that's in first place is also one of these types of cars. There we go. Look, I just went straight into the back of this car. That would be a multi-million-pound accident. But we're sort of... I mean, look, you can see on the leaderboard, like, the guy in first, how far ahead he is. Kind of ridiculous. Hopefully I'll be able to catch up to him once I get past these cars on the straight. Because there's no way... Well, I'm getting round him on the corner, actually. Or one of them. We'll see how this goes. But yeah, right. Hitting the brakes here. Not enough, apparently. Going to cut the corner because I have to. I mean, you can see how fast the car ahead of me can accelerate. So... You can imagine how difficult my attempt was in my other car, in the Cobra. I mean, this thing has the speed. It has the acceleration. If I can put the power down, which I can't always because of the track layout here. There we go. We might actually get some of it in. We might be able to catch up a little bit on this guy. We have to hit the brakes again. Here we go, right. We'll see if we can out-accelerate him if we're going to catch up. We're, what, 3 seconds behind him before? Going to hit brakes coming up the top of the... Right, we're right there. Look at this thing as well. This is ridiculous, whatever this is. I mean, isn't this what... It's powered by a fan, isn't it? I think those things were literally banned from competitive play at one point, weren't they? I could be wrong. In like Gran Turismo 4 or something. I don't know. I'm pretty sure those cars were at one point banned from professional Gran Turismo, like, esports events. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure they were. In fact, I'll Google that after, well, I was going to say after the episode, but then that would involve having to put a correction at the, well, I might. Depends. Now I've said it, I might actually, either, like, I'll put it at the end of the video, or I'll put it on screen now. He's still keeping up with me. And no other car could keep up with this before, so, yeah. It's kind of ridiculous. Never before has any of the AI been able to do that. Like, I'm normally way ahead of the AI. These things should basically not be in the in this event. But of course, it's not like Polyphony is going to change any of that, because well, first of all, there's no online. Even though if you look on the main menu when I load up this game sometimes, it says like about the online and stuff. It says new. It's because I never played online on this, and there still is no online because it's been disabled. Because when Gran Turismo Sport came out, I think it actually got disabled on this game. Don't know if Gran Turismo Sports Online has been disabled yet. With Gran Turismo 7 basically been out for over a year. I've mentioned it as well in the last episode, I think, that I do have Gran Turismo 7. That will be coming onto the channel at some point, presumably when I finish this game. Which I suppose will be doing the S events and the Red Bull event. I guess that will count as me finishing it. I don't know what I'm gonna. We'll have to see what I think counts as finishing it. We got to go around the corner. There we go. And here we go. Right, we are done. We're finished. That was only the first race. See, they only finished 2 seconds behind me. Ridiculous. Got 3 stars for that though. That's exactly what I wanted. Right. This also isn't apparently a championship, because it doesn't. Oh, it's not a cup, because it doesn't let me do all 3 of them at once. I have to go individually. That's presumably why I also didn't bother. I was like, oh, it doesn't matter, but well, I'm doing it now. So yeah, we've got 3 stars on that. They're all 4 laps, but this one may be shorter because there we go. Look, see, got PP 750 on this. If this was like a 600 or something, that'd be perfect. You wouldn't have these absolutely mental cars racing in them. Yes, they're historic racing cars, but let's be honest, you're not racing a Cobra against this thing, are you? I mean, it's not. Is this like an Indy car or? There we go. There's one up against. I'm up against one of them, and there's a fan car as well, the 2J70. I don't know what the 2D67 is. Probably the same car or similar one. So this will be fun. This went really well. It didn't, that's why I'm having a second attempt. This car's great until you hit the edge of it on a curb on the last lap. And the fan car's right up your arse and you can't do anything about it. The worst thing is it was the same corner both times. It was this corner. It was literally hitting it there. Get out of the way. Stingray. I think that's what that was. This car is fun. Like, the acceleration is just... There's something fun about it, but just cornering, no. Is not fun. Get out of the way. Yeah, I wasn't really complaining about the AI. Well, I was. I was basically saying that the AI in Forza was better because it's got the drivatar thing, so they actually drive more like real people as opposed to this, where they just seem more like obstacles that are in your way that you just got to weave around. But then again, on that one, I was in third on the end of the. Get out of the way, and now I'm on the grass. So I was accelerating on the grass. There we go. Now I'm in third again. Now I'm slightly slower than I was last time because on that one I was. On the last attempt, I was in third by the end of that lap, but yeah, this is ridiculous. Like, look, the fan car's ahead of me, and then there's another one of me, basically. Like, these cars just break the game. These should not be able to be raced on this, like, in this event. Yes, they're historic racing cars, but they're not the same. There we go, get past it. I'm trying to concentrate. The thing is, I'm going to have to try and concentrate really hard on that corner that I've essentially crashed on twice. It's the worst. I don't think I've ever had issue. I mean, people can go back and watch. It's been a very long time since, obviously, I've played this game. Like the first 68 episodes of Let's Play. Very, very long time ago, so I can't actually really remember. But I do not recall having an issue on this track. I don't know if it's this car or what, but I mean, there's the possibility that I have gone off the track. It's this corner here. It's the really long one here. Like, I sort of like brake, lock it up, and then the back end goes on the curb and just spins out. And it doesn't help when the other one's right up your arse and can perfectly turn because it's AI and it doesn't make mistakes. And these cars are so overpowered that, you know, it's just ridiculous. Like, somehow I'm only 1 second ahead of the AI at this point. I need to be careful that I don't mess this up. Like, I do not want to go off the grass, onto the grass. I do not want to go off the track or anything like that. Can we hit 200 mile an hour? Well, that's the question. We got very close, but I didn't want to go any further because, again, I did not want to go off the track. But that's something to try in time trial, I guess. Come on. Right. Again, this corner, I need to be very careful on it. Come on, right. Okay, I made it round. I'm happy. The AI is in my rearview mirror. I can see him. But we've done it. And I can also see the screen tearing. Oh, that was kind of what happened, but okay, as long as I can stay in front, I'm happy. That was the kind of mistake that I meant, like, just a brief lapse in concentration in this thing, and you just... I don't think that was like a lack of concentration either. I think it's just the analog stick reaching the end of, like, a point and it just letting go for me. Right, well, I've done it. Again, only 2 seconds. There was a Corvette race car there, absolutely nowhere near close. Like, these things, I've said, should not be in the event. And then we've got one more. No, I don't want to retry. Why would I want to retry? We want to go back. I was like, oh, next event, because that's when you're doing a cup, that's how it works. Not here. That's not how it works. Right, okay, we got one final thing here on Silverstone, okay? Is it going to put one of them in the race? It will. It'll put a fan car or one of them in the race. Probably both. Yep, there we go. I told you to do both. But you know what? I'm going to Google it right now. I'll tell you while it's loading. The 2J70, is it banned from... Is it banned? Let's find out. Yes, the Chappelle 2J70 was banned. In real life as well. That says something. But I'm honestly certain that it was banned at one point from competitive Gran Turismo play. Basically for the same reason that it was banned in real life. Now Silverstone does not seem to be the best track for this car. With the then again, I didn't think Monaco would be either, and it worked. See, now you got the straightaway, it's fine. Like I could have like if I hadn't hit the brakes there, I could have overtook them on that corner. But I did hit the brakes a little bit. So I didn't want to overcook it basically. Oh, get out of the way. Like, that's the thing about this game. It's like, I said it in the last race. I was complaining about the AI. That's exactly what I mean. Like, they have a line and they will stick to it. Like, if that was Forza, you know what would be happening? They'd be like, right, this guy's barreling right up my arse. I'm going to avoid that because I'm going to get rammed, basically. Like, they'd be getting out of the way from that. I feel sorry for that dude, by the way, as well. Like, he probably... He's in that car, he's probably like, oh my god, I've got the greatest car ever. I can win this historic racing car cup. And then me, another AI, and then another AI in the fan car turn up with ease, and it's like ridiculous. I mean, look at the other Toyota 7 that's on the map where it is. That's because obviously it starts in first place. Like, really, if we're going to be fair, the most high-performing vehicles should spawn at the back, like I have to do. If that's how we're going to, you know, be fair in... But it's a video game, so... Whatever. Unless that's a thing in the... If that's a thing in the options, someone let me know, but I don't think it is. I don't want the... It'd be better if it was done that way. If it's put the fastest cars at the back and the slower cars at the front. This is also like the vibration when I go over the curb is just from the DualShock is just crazy. It feels weird. Like, I have not played Gran Turismo 7 yet. I am waiting to finish this game. Or, well, I was going to say I was waiting to finish another game on the channel, but then again I was thinking, well, Galgun's going to be the nearest game that's going to get finished, and that would mean there'll be 3 Gran Turismos happening on the channel at the same time. Which as much as I would love to just be doing only racing games on the channel, I am a variety channel, and that, you know, I don't want to do 3 of the exact same series. I mean, I'm already doing 2 Gran Turismos and 2 GTAs, and I think that's insane, you know. Didn't intend to do it that way, but it happened. Anyway, my point basically, though, is that, like, I was driving there as I was going over the curb. What racing game was I playing? I guess it must have been Dirt, when it was on PlayStation Plus and they gave the PS5 version away. Going over the curb on the PlayStation 5 controller with the rumble, the haptic feedback triggers. Just, yeah, it just felt great. Like that, for some reason, like, honestly, I was playing that as I went over the curb and the controller was vibrating here with the DualShock. The way the trigger on this controller was vibrating, it honestly felt like that. Which, that's kind of an insult to the DualSense at the same time. It's like, oh, well, we can get the same sensation from a PS3 controller, so that's 2 generations ago, that doesn't even have the same technology. But obviously the point of that is that, like, I have no resistance on the trigger apart from when I put it on full throttle, and obviously it reaches the end of its bit of travel, whereas obviously with the DualSense, that's part of the haptic feedback thing. It has resistance as you're going. So as I would be accelerating, I don't know, like I said, I haven't played Gran Turismo 7 yet, but I'm assuming that as I would be accelerating or braking, it would be putting more pressure on the trigger. Which, what game was I playing? It wasn't Doom, it was something else. There was one game, I was gonna say, it must have been FIFA, but then that doesn't make any sense. Oh yeah, no, it would have been FIFA, yeah, okay. Yeah, it was FIFA 22, which, speaking of which, FIFA 23 next week. I mean that, like, that's actually going to be a new game on the channel. By new game on the channel, I mean it's literally going to be like an added bonus game, which I didn't intend to do, because I didn't actually intend to get the game. But I was in a supermarket and they literally had an offer for the PS5 version of FIFA 23. Because I was playing FIFA 22, it came out free on PS Plus. And I was like, I'm enjoying this, but it's not something I can really do on the channel. Because A, it's a sports game that's a year old. And, you know, it's... You know, I can't really do it on the channel. And then I saw FIFA 23 in the supermarket. And obviously it still retails for £70 and it was £36. And I was like, okay, I'm getting that. I've been enjoying it. Like, normally I do not get, like, the latest update of a sports game. But the price of that was just like, I gotta get that, I gotta buy it. And then I'm like, well, I've got the game now, I might as well do it on the channel. But I was like, well, I can't really exactly wait for a free slot to open, because who knows when that's going to be. I mean, I know Galgun is almost finished. Literally got the Butaco ending and then the True Love ending and then it's finished. But I was like, I can't wait, and the amount of thing for the career mode as well is going to take a long time, so I'm like, well, if I'm going to do that, I'm just going to do it as like a bonus thing and just do 4 episodes a week. Which, that is ridiculous, the amount of extra content that will cause, but I do enjoy a bit of FIFA career mode. Even if I'm only taking my team out of the Championship to the Premier League. So I don't think I'll make it to the I want to make it to, like, winning the league and the Champions League final, but that's not gonna happen. Anyway, we've won this now, so that's good. My hand actually hurts from the controller, because that's the slight issue with the PS3 controller. Is it was great when I was younger. The PS2, because obviously the PS1, the PS2 and the PS3 had the same size controller, but there was a reason why they made the PS4 controller and now the PS5 controller bigger, and it's because in the West, people's hands are bigger. I kind of wish that the dual analog controller, as it was known from the PS1, was the more common one. I mean, I love the DualShock, it is great, but like if Sony had put if Sony had put Rumble in the dual analog controller, that would have been better. Because that is, if you don't know the difference, just basically look it up. It's basically the exact same controller, but the handle grips are longer, so that would actually make it more comfortable. And it's what they've done with the PS4 and PS5 controllers. But yeah, anyway, we've completed the Historic Racing Car Cup. Hooray! So I've been RobtheMod. Thank you very much for watching part 73 of Gran Turismo 6 on the PlayStation 3, and I will see you basically actually tomorrow. Not tomorrow, because that'll be the 24th. I'll see you on Saturday for more. Ta-ra!